Hello and welcome everyone to the first custom build of 2022. I hope you all made it into 2022 safely. I hope all of you had a wonderful Christmas. And just before we get into the actual build, right off the bat, thank you guys so much. We just hit 200 subscribers. So yeah, I'm gonna just, this is for you.
Seismic charges. Stand by.
Alright, now that we have that out of the way, let's get right into today's custom build. So today's custom build is the classic E-Web Blaster, seen in Empire Strikes Back and most recently in the Mandalorian show. So what we have right here is pretty much minifigure scale E-Web Blaster. So for instance, if we have a Snowtrooper right here and we set that right there, you can see the Snowtrooper is barely bigger than the E-Web Blaster. So if he would want to, he could look over the top of the E-Web Blaster, but they usually look through the scope. I mean, not that it helps. I mean, they're still going to miss, but you know, just for accuracy and stuff. But yeah, no, I'm really happy with how that turned out. Let's put that on the side here so you get the picture from here. So yeah, I'm just really happy with how the angles turned out, and the parts usage yeah, really worked out well. And I think I don't know, I'm probably going to get into detail about certain parts that I am really happy about, the way they turned out and how it worked when I start building this thing. But yeah, for now you can just see, you can just put a stormtrooper right there, and he's gonna be, if we put the arms up, you can definitely see that he would be able to man that E-Web Blaster. And yeah, I'd say let's get right into the build, shall we? Alright, so the build is essentially divided into three main parts, one being the ammo box, which is later connected to the stand on the side with the cable. Then obviously the stand itself with three legs, accurate to how we see it in live action media. And then obviously the main blaster, which is just completely the main blaster. It has a connection point right here, and yeah, so it's divided into these parts, and I'd say we start out with building the ammo box, then the stand, and then the main blaster. Alright, so for the ammo box, we're going to start out with the basic 2x4 black plate. Then we are going to start assembling the inner base, which the first one is put together with two of these pieces. And we're just gonna put those right there. Then on the other side, for one, we have this piece, which has two studs on two sides, and we're going to assemble that on the corners of the other side. So two of those also. Gonna put those right there and there. Then in the middle we have this piece, so it has two studs on the two side, not on the other, and we're just gonna put that right there. Then for the side stuff, we have this piece, which comes or I put it on the left side. And then I wanted to include this piece to sort of have the feeling of like being able to change certain stuff, maybe look at statistics about how much ammo is left and stuff. So just want to put that in there. The box is probably the least accurate part because I took some freedoms with it, but I think it still looks pretty solid. But yeah, for the top, it is really quite random. I just used some minor sort of techniques to make it seem like a rough and wired top. So all the parts that I'm gonna show them in the camera real quick, but it's really nothing fancy. It's nothing that is key important for the build to look good. So if you just completely make your own box, I think you could do that very well. And yeah, I think the most important part is probably staying in that 2x4 sort of size, because I feel like that works really well for size comparison with the actual main blaster. And so yeah, I would stay in that lane, but other than that, you're basically pretty much free to follow any sort of design you want it to be. So if you want to just swap out that design, you are more than welcome to and encouraged, because as I said, I think this is like the weakest point of the build. I just think it's the most important part of the build, so I took some freedoms with it. But yeah, just so you guys know. And finishing up this, putting that on top. So basically you have some greebling and cable effects on top. And yeah, I mean, overall it's plain but simple. Wait, that doesn't even sound good. Yeah, it's simple, but it gets the job done. I don't know, you get what I'm saying. So that is the finished box, and the last thing is obviously the cable, which I think I put on that side. I think it doesn't really matter. It has 2 connection points. I wanted to leave that option free for you if you want to have it close to like the control panel. Whatever suits you. So next we're going to put together the stand. Alright, so now we're going to get started on the stand. So the base for the stand is this droid body piece in black. And first thing, we're going to connect this piece to the top of this. So this is basically the point where the stand connects to the blaster. And next we are going to, oh yeah, so next is the same piece, and it's connected where normally the droid head is connected. So this is the point where you connect the cable to the stand, which then leads to the blaster, which is supposedly fueling the blaster with ammo. And then we have the legs. The first one is assembled in a different way than the other ones. So the first one is assembled like this. So you just click that piece into the droid arm, and then you just assemble that at the front like this. And then the other two are same parts, but now we have them connected right here. And I'm just going to quickly do that for the other side as well, like so. And then you just connect all up. Never mind, I completely did it upside down. Don't do that. Yeah, that one too. My god. Okay. So do it like that. Okay, now I'm just quickly going to put those together. Alright. So, just going to quickly adjust the legs. But yeah, essentially this is the stand. So the important part about it being accurate is that the single leg is in the front and the two legs are in the back. So later on the Stormtrooper is going to stand here. That's just how the blaster is assembled in universe. So for it to be accurate, that's the way. But yeah, now that we have that finished, let's get right into what basically all you are here for, mainly the main blaster. Alright, so for the last part, I just wanted to show you guys how many parts I managed to put into this one blaster, which was, to be fair, was definitely needed because some of those certain angles were quite rough to nail down, but I think it is pretty good now. I'm really satisfied with the way it looks now, and there was really only one part that I couldn't wrap my head about for like quite a bit, but yeah, before we get into that, I'd say we start at the front and just work our way through the back. So for the first pieces, I mean, you already saw them, so I'm not going to show them for too long, but this piece, and just going to put that one. Oh no, wait, wrong side, but we're going to put it like there, and this one now connects entirely to that one. Alright, but yeah, this piece is like the main piece that sells the look, in my opinion, just because it has this iconic part where it's like wider and then it gets slimmer again. But okay, so the next one is this tube piece, which connects to that nicely, and then we already are in the middle where we just connect this. I'm going to put these on later when the entire barrel is assembled. So this is the connection part that we are later going to get connected to the stand, and right, so that is on the lower side. Okay, another continuation of the barrel. Right, so then we have these pieces, and this is the part that I could not wrap my head around how I would do this, because the thing is, with the end, it's sort of like a big part of the blaster, and it's supposed to be like sort of the scope, but it's really hard to do that like those certain angles in Lego, and I really had a hard time coming up with designs that looked like that. But I think what it came down to was me exploring just all sorts of building techniques, and what I ended up going with was these two pieces behind each other make it possible for you to connect these Indigot pieces on either side, and that actually gives you pretty much, in a simplified but still really, like, you just notice that it looks like an E-Web blaster. So I was just super happy when I tried that out, and it just looked so good. And just to finish up the blaster, so this is also an Indigot piece, and we're just going to connect it right there. And then those last two pieces come on either side of the blaster. Alright, and here you have it. That is the main eWeb Blaster. And now we're just gonna assemble it entirely, and then I'm have my parting words. Alright, so for the final assembly, we're just going to connect the ammo box with the stand. Cable can be a bit in the way, but that's fine. Okay, and then you're just going to connect those two parts with each other, and that is going to connect nicely. And then you also have, because of the way it is built, you also have some, okay, hold on, the stand is not right. You also have some up and down movement that you can do. So you do have pretty good motion with this thing, and obviously, actually I'm not sure how much you can turn it to the side. Okay, so quite a bit actually. So you can really pose this thing, and also because the stand is on these legs, you can pose these in any way you like. So you can really put this thing anywhere, and you can adjust it so it still shoots up front. How the user is going to shoot it, and that is a different story, because stormtroopers, as I said earlier, this is not really going to do any use. I guess you could do spray and pray with this one, but yeah, alright. Well, all joking aside, that is the eWeb Blaster. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, I'm really thankful for all of you guys stopping by, subscribing. It's crazy, 200 subscribers, and I think we're already climbing 224 at this point. So yeah, I hope all of you are doing well, and I will see you next time.
Hey there, it's me again. Just one more thing. I do want to remind everyone that I do take requests for blasters that you want to see me try and custom build. So for a chance to be featured as a comment in said video or custom build, just leave a comment down below what custom build you would like me to build, what blaster you would like me to try and recreate, and yeah, I hope I will come across making that blaster, and yeah, just as an awesome way to be featured. Alright, now have a good one, and see you guys next time.